Hello everyone, welcome to Maven tutorial. So in this tutorial we are going to cover the topic Maven Build Lifecycle. So as we have discussed earlier that Maven is not just a build tool, it is a project management tool. And what it does, it manages all your project, not only build your project but managed all your project. So in before this we uses the ant for the build purpose, but in the ant we have to mention all the steps, we have to configure all the steps in the build.xml file. But in case of Maven we do not do any type of configurations. We have already inbuilt plugins for the Maven. So Maven build lifecycle. So there are three types of lifecycle in the Maven. We have default lifecycle, we have clean lifecycle, and we have site lifecycle. So first we will see that clean lifecycle. This clean MVN clean is used to remove the existing build from the system. For example, whenever we run MVN clean, it will remove the target folder from our build from our project. So we have three steps in the clean. One is pre-clean. So this pre-clean execute processes needed prior to the actual project cleaning. So before cleaning, if we want to do anything, then we can run this MVN pre-clean. And then we have MVN clean. It remove all the files generated by the previous build. And after that we have post clean. The post clean execute processes needed to finalize the project cleaning. So there are three steps in the cleaning: pre-clean, clean, and post clean. If before clean if you want to do, then we have pre-clean. After clean if you want to do something, then we have post clean. Second is default lifecycle. This is in this default lifecycle, it containing that around 21 types of goals. And then we have site lifecycle. So here in default lifecycle we have first goal is validate. So validate will validate the project if it is correct, if all the information is available. So it will first validate. This is the first goal which will run, or first phase of the life cycle is validate. After that initialize. It initialize the build state, set the property or create directories. Then after that we have initialize phase. Then we have generate sources. It generate any source code for inclusion in the compilation. Then we have process source code. Then it will process that particular source code, for example, to filter any values. After that we have generate resources. It will generate the resources for inclusion in the package. Then we have process resources. Copy and process the resources into the destination directory ready for packaging. After that we have compile. This compile will compile the source code. Then we have process classes. Post process the generated files from compilations. Then we have generate test classes. It will generate the test classes. After that we have process test class. Then it will process that test classes. Then we have generate test class, test resources. It will create the resources for the testing or JUnits. Then we have process test resources. After that it will copy and process the resources into the destination directory. Then we have test compile. It will compile the test source code into the test destination directory. Then process test classes. It will process the test classes. Then we have test. It will run all the JUnits. Then we have prepared package. So it will perform any operation necessary to prepare the package. Then we have package. It will take the compiled code and package into the distributed format, for example jar or war. Then we have pre-integration test. It perform action required before the integration tests are executed. Then we have integration test. It process and deploy the package if necessary into the environment. And then we have post integration test. It perform action required after the integration test. Then we have verify. Run. any check to verify the package is valid or meet quality criteria. Then we have install the package into the local repository. So here it will create the jar file inside your local repository or .m2 folder, .m folder. Then we have deploy, done in an integration or release environment, so it can copy that particular jar to the any environment. Then we have site lifecycle. There are, first is pre-site. It execute processes needed prior to the actual project site generation. Then we have site. It generates the project site documentation. After we have post site. It execute processes necessary to finalize the site generation and to prepare for the site development. And final phase of site lifecycle is site deploy. It deploys the generated site documentation to the specific web browser. So these are the life cycle of the Maven. 3 important life cycle.